What's up, everybody? Day one, Coach Joe here. Today, we're going to just walk you through a brief overview of what workouts look in this training calendar. So, this is our first workout. A reminder, this is optional. We wanted to give you a couple of days of just seeing how the workouts look in the calendar and to give you time to line up your schedule to start matching your availability to the demands of the training plan. So for this example, we took a running workout, and you'll see probably a lot of numbers, and I don't want you to be thrown off by all the other metrics and stuff that you don't understand. We're going to just focus on a couple of key parts of this workout that I want you to know that are going to be uniform across the runs, bikes, swims that we do through this plan. So first big box, description. This is self-explanatory, but it's where you're going to see context to what you're doing. It's a good opportunity to read through. It describes the structure of the set, sometimes the purpose. A lot of times it'll give you insight into the why. Go down a little bit further and you'll see some highlighted points that maybe have some suggestions. Again, these aren't mandatory. The big part is just doing any of this stuff. You can think of these as the nice to haves. If it says do it on hilly terrain, do it on a flat, do it on a road, do it on a treadmill, all that stuff. We won't be asking for too much. What we really want is just consistency. You'll also see some of the goals in this section. It'll say stuff like muscular endurance or speed, if that's the focus, to give you, again, more insight into the why of what you're doing. Next section down, I want you to draw your attention to the notes section. Think of this as your training log or your journal. You can write whatever you want in here because some athletes like to go back in their plan and review what they were feeling or thinking on different days, and it's a nice way to see progression over time. And finally, this next section is the structured part of the workout. And what you'll see is you'll see a big box that says Galloway Run, because that's what this is. That's what we're calling this. But next to that, you'll see a number and then a little time sign. And you'll notice that is we're doing 4 times through or 6 times through everything that is within that rectangle. So you'll see the walk and then the base run with a little bit of description for each of them, but you'll also notice that there's columns. So you'll see the reps, you see 4 times through or 6 times through, whatever the set is on that day, for the big box outside, and then the number of reps within that box. You'll see the duration of each interval, and then if it's one of these grouped intervals, you'll see the duration as a whole and how many times you're doing that. This third column across, RPE, is very important. It seems like a very simple metric. It stands for rate of perceived exertion. This is how we're going to be prescribing the workouts throughout this plan. Now, we can use way more in-depth data like heart rate threshold, power threshold, which you're prompted to input during athlete onboarding. And in week 3, we're going to give you an opportunity to do some workouts to figure out what approximate what those threshold zones are for you if you want that additional guidance. But RPE alone is a fantastic metric. And the way we measure it is a scale of 1 to 10. 1, you're sitting on the couch chilling. 10, you're like about to throw up because you just worked so hard. That was like your max effort. And everything in between is where the magic happens. So you'll see this is like a combination of 3s and 2s. This is not a physiologically demanding workout. We just want you to get out, do the movement, learn the systems, and ultimately enjoy it. So keep an eye on that RPE. And then as we go across, you'll see like how we do give, if you did input a threshold value, you'll see a range of heart rates or a range of power if you are looking at run power, bike power. And that's stuff that you can either get in as in-depth as you like if you are using those metrics, or you can totally ignore them and go completely off of RPE and still have an incredible experience with this plan.